everybody, thank you for watching the JFT channel. Today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys things based on my experience. I'm going to be doing a step-by-step video how to live in America. As I record this video, I'm going to show you my surrounding. I'm not going to do a lot of graphics. I'm just going to show you downtown Los Angeles as I talk about this. This is a complete step-by-step video how to live in America. Step number one, stay out of trouble. Americans have so much going on right now, like a lot of problems, a lot of homeless crisis, a lot of trouble, a lot of shooting. So they don't need people coming here and creating more problems. So if you're an immigrant and you come to America, mostly I'm talking about the United States. If you come here, try your best to stay out of trouble, because any little things you do here, they will send you back. You'll see yourself going back. So you have to stay out of trouble. That's the step number one. Step number two, try to get a job. Unless you are from a family that is very rich and you don't need to work, that is different. But here in America, everybody works, or you find yourself homeless. You have to find a job. If you don't have the skill, there are a lot of schools here, like vocational schools. Some of the vocational schools are very free. I'm a perfect example of those schools. When I first came here, I had to learn computer. I didn't even know how to turn on a computer. So I had to learn how to, do all the computer stuff. So if you don't have the skill, try to learn something. Find whatever job you can find while you are trying to go to school. Some people come here, they were already doctors in their country. But if you come to America, maybe your certificate is not valid here. So you have to go to school maybe for maybe a few months or 2 years to get your certificate in the U.S. to be able to practice your law, or to be able to be a doctor here. So in the meantime, you have to find whatever job that will help you pay the bill. So I did step one, step two. Now step three is you should be careful with all the credit, because once you start working, people will send you a lot of credit cards. There will be credit cards with all the offers. They will be telling you, hey, this credit card, you don't have to pay anything on it for the first 12 years, for the first 12 months. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that you should read everything about that credit card, because maybe the first 12 months, there's no interest, or you don't have to pay something, but after the 12 months, what happened? So you should be really careful, because once you start taking a lot of credit cards and other things and using the credit card to buy a lot of things, the next thing you know, you can't afford to pay for all the stuff that you were buying with your credit card. So my suggestion is you should be very careful when you come here with all the credit offer they are giving you. You should be very careful. It's not bad to get a credit card, because credit card is very important. It will help you build your credit, because if you are moving, whether you are renting or not, you need a credit card to be able to, because they will check your credit. And if you don't have credit history, then you are screwed. So I suggest you get maybe one credit card or two credit cards, but don't get more than 4 or 5 credit cards. And you start using the credit card, buying big screen TV, buying all kinds of stuff, taking trips abroad. And then at the end of the day, the job you have is not enough to pay off all the credit card. That's how people get screwed. I'm a perfect example. I know when I first came here, there are certain things I didn't know. There are certain things I wish I knew. But you learn the hard way. That's why I'm trying to make this video, to start educating people how to videos. A lot of my videos will be how to in life, because I want to start educating people based on what I know, and we all can learn together. All right, so step 4, you should be careful with who you make friends with. America is a different place, and it's like everywhere else. But if you leave your country here, you have to know how things work here and who you can make friends with. You got to be careful with your friends because it just takes one person to get you in trouble. For example, if you will be a friend with your neighbor, you got to be careful, know who this neighbor is. What does he do for a living? Because somebody could tell you, hey, I got my car in Mexico. I want you to go and pick up the car for me. I'll pay for your plane ticket. We are friends. Can you help me? And you go for the car. You didn't know that maybe that car has a lot of drugs in it. The person just want you to drive it through the border to see whether you will get caught or you will not get caught. So you have to know what this neighbor does, because if you know that he's a drug dealer or he does this kind of stuff, you'll be careful. You can say no. There are certain things you got to be careful with, because if you're not careful, somebody gets you in trouble and you try to explain to the law or Homeland Security, they will not believe you. They will not believe you. All they know is you created the crime. And the next thing you see, the next thing you know, you see yourself going back to your country. So you got to be careful with who you make friends with. That doesn't mean you shouldn't make friends. You just have to be careful. So my number 5 is networking or making friends. You got to make friends with people, because you never know who's going to give you your next big job. But what I meant in the first one was you got to be careful with who you make friends with in America or anywhere. Whether it's in your country or in America, you got to be careful who you are making friends with. My number, I think was that number 5, number 6, number 7? I think you just know. They just go through the steps. Let's forget the numbers. Another thing I want to tell you is that you just treat this place like everywhere else, like a different country. You are in a different country, you don't know how people do things there. So you should learn the American way, the American culture, how people do things here, how people say things to each other. Because maybe in your country, there are certain things you say to people that don't offend them. But in America, maybe you say something to somebody, they might get offended. So you really have to be careful how you say things to people in America, in the United States mostly. I know about the US because I've been here for a few years. I came here as an immigrant before becoming a citizen. So I know more about this place. You have to, if you are from different country, you don't know how to speak English. Another thing I want to tell you is try to go out there and speak English to people that are not your family. Because one of the problems that some people make is when they come here, they have a lot of family. Maybe where they are living, they have a lot of family that speak the same language. Like let's say, for example, you are from Vietnam, and you have a lot of you have your family at home. Every time you from school, you go home, you guys will be speaking your language. You will never learn English that way. Try to go out there, meet people, speak your broken English. One thing I know in the US here, people focus on what you are trying to say more than the English you are speaking. So one thing I would suggest is that try to go out there, speak your broken English. That's how you learn. So this video today is how to live in America as an immigrant. I'm gonna little bit go over it again. One, you should stay out of trouble, because every little thing could get you back. There's a big difference between you and the American. If an American does something, get in trouble, get arrested, they can do their time and get out of it. But when you get arrested, there's great possibility you'll see yourself get deported. A lot of people get deported. It's not because they create a big crime like kill somebody or whatever. Some of them just did something very simple, and they did something very simple and got in trouble. And the next thing you know, they saw themselves going back home. You don't want to be like that. So you really have to do things differently. If you were going out, you don't have money, you are going out and you know you are not, you're going to be driving, you're going to be drinking there, try to take a Uber or Lyft or whatever you can take. Try to do that. Don't go out there trying to drink at the same time you are driving because you feel like you are not drunk. Because once you are pulled over DUI, those are serious crimes. Oh, another thing I wanted to add on the video, pay your taxes. Americans take their taxes very seriously. So you should pay your taxes. Thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate you. If you disagree with any of the things that I was trying to say, please comment. Give me some suggestions so that the next video that I make, I'm able to, I can add that there. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Jeffy T channel. Peace.